In recent years, Major League Baseball has stepped up its efforts to bring more female hires into its ranks. Women seeking inspiration as they work towards a position in baseball can look to prominent Yankees executive Jean Afterman. She is in her 16th season as the Yankees assistant general manager, and she also added the title of senior vice president earlier this decade. On numerous occasions, Afterman has been recognized for her work, which includes a heavy emphasis on the Yankees' presence in Asia. But we recently caught up with her on the job at Yankee Stadium. Meredith now has more on Afterman, who loves going to the ballpark just as much as fans do.
The beauty of it is, I mean, look around you. This is, you know, the green grass, the stadium, the sound, the smells, the ball on the bat. I mean, everything is, it's a whole sensory experience. And I think that you know, rather than living in little mole holes, you know, people ought to be amongst other people outside, you know, enjoying an event together.
Jean has been a longtime fixture in the Bronx, but her love for baseball was cultivated on the other side of the country with a different team.
I grew up in San Francisco, fan of the San Francisco Giants, going to Candlestick Park. I grew up with two brothers. My dad took all of us, the three of us, to baseball games, and he loved baseball. He had a huge love of baseball, everything about it. So I think that's where we all fell in love with baseball.
Jean's road to the Yankees front office was a unique one. There was a stint in acting and a job in Hollywood working for Paramount. Later, she became a lawyer and a champion for international players who wanted to come to the majors. All of this made her a great fit when the Yankees were interested in adding her to their team.
I don't think I saw myself here ever. I was lucky. I was fortunate to be in the right place at the right time and to have the right education and experience. I think that has made all the difference. And you also have to have a voice. This is not a game for the faint of heart, either on the field or off the field. And so you have to make sure that your voice is heard. That's what you're hired for. You're hired for your voice.
Afterman's voice is just part of the reason that she has become a trailblazer, and her active approach has allowed her to keep up with the speed of business through the years.
Baseball front offices are evolving, you know, in strange ways and wonderful ways, but constantly evolving. And Brian had said something to me very early on where he said that the general manager position is defined by the person that sits in the chair. And I think that's correct. I think my role is very specific also to the Yankees. If you are going to be a good business person or a good lawyer, you can't sit in an office and just review documents. So I always like to come down, you know, before BP, really. I take a turn around the clubhouse, I go out on the field, because sometimes coaches, players, staff will have a question. Now, I'm not representing the players in a legal sense, but sometimes they just have a question or a concern, and if you're actually there, then you're present so they can ask it. It doesn't become a big deal. They don't have to travel up to the 4th floor. And so I think that's important. A side note, you know, the #1 sports franchise in the world was the only sports franchise in all of professional sports that had not one but 2 female assistant general managers. And I think that says a lot about this organization throughout the years.
No matter what she does, Afterman holds herself to the highest of standards, the Yankee way.
So before I came to the Yankees, I could call him George. Once I came to the Yankees, you know, it was Mr. Steinbrenner. I preferred Sir. Working for him, you had to have the answer, you had to be prepared every single day. You never knew what the question was going to be. You just knew you had to have an answer. And he was very demanding. He was demanding of himself, and he was excruciatingly demanding of everything having to do with the Yankees. That's why the quality of the product is so high and why that legacy continues. That's something that all of us who worked for George Steinbrenner carry with us. It's the preparation, the attention to detail, I think you see that in Brian Cashman. You know, I think you see that in the people that you know, grew up working for him. You need to be focused and prepared, and that's what makes a successful person and what makes a successful organization. I think it's focus and follow through. I think those are his words, actually. When you're lucky enough to be working in Major League Baseball, when you're lucky enough to be working for the New York Yankees, I think you have a responsibility to make sure that you, at all times, at least try to do the right thing. You may stumble and fail at times, but as long as you're trying, then you preserve that legacy that's been given to you. And I think that's what, you know, you got to try and do every day.